Hello, and welcome to video 3 of 6 as we continue up Chapman Road. We'll come up to the place where you enter Deerfield, which is a gated community. So I turn around and come back down Chapman Road, back down to Alder Springs Road. This will give you, if you've never been out in this area, it'll give you a visual of the entrance to Deerfield. It's been a while since I've been up here. I did not know that business existed there on the right-hand side. Looks like someone has a restaurant in there. I didn't stop, so I'm not sure exactly what's in there. But up ahead you can see the guard stand for Deerfield, and we turn around, and now we're coming back down Chapman Road on our way to Alder Springs Road. As I said on my other videos, the beauty of this place is unreal. And if you see it a lot, you have a tendency to overlook it. But when you do a video, or if you're thinking about the area, and you look at it like you're seeing it for the first time, you can understand why people travel from other states to come to this area for vacation in Norris Lake, which Norris Lake is one of the cleanest lakes in the Tennessee Valley Authority chain of lakes. And the TVA allows Norris Lake to fill up into the tree line this time of year, which is a big boost to tourism. A lot of people, a lot of tourists come in the area in the summertime, especially some of our boat docks, and we'll go by Springs Dock, which is one of the premier docks on the Norris Lake. So we're coming back down Chapman Road to Alder Springs Road. And down here, I was checking Google Maps. I hope I can remember. The road goes from Alder Springs Road to Springs Dock Road, and then it goes to Alder Springs Road, and then back to Springs Dock Road, and then Alder Springs Road. That's the way I have it listed. Okay, now we're back on the Alder Springs Road. What I'm going to do, if you're familiar with this area, you probably will know if I get it incorrect. But I checked on Google Maps before I started the audio portion of this video, and so I'm going to tell you how I believe the roads are connected when we get down here. You'll be able to see Springs Dock to the right-hand side. It looks like there was a lot of activity there today. There's several houseboats located at Springs Dock. They have a restaurant. I've been there several times, but I hadn't been there in a couple of years until I made this video. Of course, I didn't get out of the car. I only rode down the streets and roads, and as I said on one of the other videos, I went down a bunch of roads doing this video, and this is 3 of 6. You can see the lake through the trees. That place right there on the right, I regret that I didn't take that little gravel road that goes down to the lake. I could have given you a great shot of the lake down toward the dock, but I didn't think about it until after I had passed that road. So you can't do everything you want to do. Now, I think when I make this turn down here, it's considered Springs Dock Road. So that's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to say that we're probably on Springs Dock Road now. If I sound like I'm kind of confused, bear with me, because when you do these videos and you go down so many different roads, when I came back, I went on Google Maps to try to make sure that I had all the roads that I traveled on. But if what I'm telling you, if this is not Springs Dock Road, just overlook what I said. So we're going down Springs Dock Road. If I was unsure of the roads, I should have just said nothing. But I mean, this is just a hobby, folks, that I do. And I can't be that far off, but now it's possible. But anyway, it's either Springs Dock Road or Alder Springs Road. Maybe we're still on Alder Springs Road. This is the second time I've tried to do this narration, because I was going through the same rigmarole a while ago, and I thought, you know, Frank, you're so you're so confused and turned around, you don't know where you're at. But I'm close. I'm sure I'm close. Please overlook my confusion in the roads. It's easy to get confused out in here, especially when you're looking at the playback on a little, looks like a 5 or 6 inch monitor. This has got to be Springs Dock Road, because we're getting ready to go down. You'll see the dock to the right. So this is Springs. Oh, I know how it goes. Okay, follow me. We're on Springs Dock Road. And then you won't be confused. Now we're still on Springs Dock Road. Actually, it's a street, I guess, but it's listed on Google Maps as a road. And we're going to go up to a stop sign, and that will be Alder Springs Road, and then it merges back into Springs Dock Road, and then Alder Springs Road picks up again. And I don't know exactly where it does that. The reason I'm laughing, I don't know how many roads that I traveled down to do this video, and I knew that this was going to be confusing, and I thought I had it mapped out, but evidently I didn't. But anyway, we're on Springs Dock Road, and when we turn left, we're going to be on Alder Springs Road, and the confusion is where Alder Springs goes into Spring Dock Road, and then going back the other way, it's Alder Springs Road, which merges into Springs Dock Road. And we're on Alder Springs Road now. And if I have you totally confused, don't feel like the Lone Ranger, because I'm confused also. We're on Alder Springs Road. And when we merge, we will be back on Springs Dock Road. What do you bet that I'm not the only one that's ever been confused out here on the road names? But now this is Alder Springs Road, and we're going to merge into Springs Dock Road. And when we circle around where the lake is backed up, okay, we're coming out on Springs Dock Road from Alder Springs Road. What do you say I just guess where? Okay, we're on Springs Dock Road, and I'm going to guess where Alder Springs Road picks up again. And if you happen to know the area, you're probably saying, Frank, you got it all messed up, or you have it correct. I believe I'm close enough for government work. Although, now, I believe we're on Alder Springs Road there, where the lake backs up there, and when we went around, we arrived on Alder Springs Road again. Whew. Figuring these roads out I have a tendency to want to stop this audio portion and redo it, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to keep it real. I'm sitting at my computer desk watching a small monitor in my video program, and it has a preview which is very small. There's so much going on in this editor that there wouldn't be room. I could make the monitor a lot bigger or larger, but if I did that, I wouldn't be able to see all the other stuff that's going on. But we're on Alder Springs Road. Trust me. Now, coming in, I was probably calling this both Alder Springs and Springs Dock Road. But I think we're close enough that you get the crux of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to tell you where we're at without getting lost myself. It's one of those things where you can't get there from here. This road, Alder Springs Road, we'll come out on Mill Road. We'll turn to the right, where normally the Long Hollow Road or the Cedar Creek Road turns in to the Alder Springs Road. I don't know if I'm going to let this audio go or not. But you may not find it as funny as I find it. The secret of having fun, folks, is being able to laugh at yourself. If you can't laugh at yourself, why, I don't know what to tell you. I believe that we'll get on Mill Road down at the end of Alder Springs Road on video 4. Because looking at my progress meter, it looks like this video is going to end shortly, which will end video 3 of 6. These videos are approximately 17 minutes long, the first 5. The 6th video will probably be a lot shorter. As we continue down Alder Springs Road on our way to Mill Road, this is video 3 of 6, recorded June the 11th, 2019, or 11 June 2019. Doing the audio, it's a lot easier to place music behind these videos, but I just can't do that anymore. Most of the people, if you put a piece of music out there that people like, but there's so many people come into these videos that if you have some music that they don't like, of course they may like that more than me jabbering around the way I have on this video. But this is the end of video 3 of 6.